in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Good to be in the booth with my partner, Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. A return now from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
And he is not going anywhere. They force him out of bounds, a loss to open this game.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now the first carry for King Henry. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On third down, here's a run by Henry. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
Gesicki, the man in motion. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
A loss of 16 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
Gotta go. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to be fourth down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Second down, Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. This throw right is taken in by Flower. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up. Hey. 13. Shut up.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. A throw right side is intercepted. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The deficit, 6 points. For a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, report. Cut.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. 2nd and a yard.
Hey.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Report.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jackson now. Aguilar able to make the catch. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Bengals. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Here's a run. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. This one caught at the 4. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Will line up at the 3-yard line again. They'll try to punch it in on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal.
Middle.
Jackson. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense back onto the field for their next possession.
Here we go.
The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
11 mighty.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. Give him 14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
11
Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll run here with Brown. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
12.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
11.
2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. He'll find Andre Yusibas. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
Let's get set.
To throw is Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
11. 11 mighty. Gun, gun. Dot. Dot.
Now, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways.
Here we go, here we go.
We do know it'll be third down.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. Dot.
Here's Brown.
Chase Brown, the ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try.
41 yards.
This one from 41 yards out. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And they will remain down by one. They'll come up here first and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Geno Stone that time, all over him in coverage. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now, Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Dot.
On first down, Burrow. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Bateman is the motion man. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. So, and no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Now an opening past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
On 2, ready?
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Dot.
Burrow. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again here.
11, 11.
Second and 10. Slot man in motion left.
Stop.
Second down. Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
Gotta go score. Let's
Third
go.
and long.
11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's got it at the 7. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
That's good.
11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, MT. 11, MT. Stop.
Now Brown trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Let's get set. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot.
Gun.
I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. You got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown. So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on first down. Now a screen set up for Henry. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. In motion comes Andrews. A first down throw for Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. They'll start it here with a first and 10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Gesicki, the man in motion. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Burrow to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Go ahead.
Bateman is the motion man. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Offense.
They motion the slot man left. 2nd down. Jackson. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover,
and this one is blocked. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Open man, downfield, Chase has it. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
I'm fine, ready?
2nd down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding when our back end and our front end are working in unison. Man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
11, 11.
That's good for a
12, 12, 12.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Time will run out on him as he's taken down.
Ready up.
Now whistles and a timeout. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They're going to go right back to Henry. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll go again here with Henry. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And 4th down is coming up. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now a fair catch called for and taken, and that sets them up in outstanding field position. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10.
18, Rattler, 18.
Browning. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing. Browning. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
13.
3rd and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. This is 1st and 10. Browning now. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now, on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, Mike, this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots.
That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey. Sit up.
Now Jackson on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens, in a game that was expected to be a cakewalk.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens on Thursday night.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaul.